All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to coLcast with Beef, bringing you HoN Tour Cycle 3 Diamond Winners Round 1. Complexity Gaming up 1-0 over their opponents, Pencils. Pencils looked strong. The Swedish team able to take a very early lead in that last game, getting some huge amounts of farm on Zet Pro as well as on Fane, playing their Tempest. Relo on Alonia was able to do decently well as well. But unfortunately, a couple of small plays there by your Swedish superstars, and they threw the game away. Complexity maintaining their composure, just waiting for the mistakes to happen and capitalizing on them as they do. They were able to bring the game back, and, well, now they're up 1-0, just one game away from advancing into Winners Round 2. Let's get back into this game, though, guys. One more thing. If you guys are not watching HoNcast because you are watching coLcast, number one, thank you for being here. But number two, evidently, 007, We Are Spies, they beat Pencils in the Winners Bracket Finals and the Grand Finals of Gold, and they just beat Lions Esports in the Winners Round 1, supposedly, here of Diamond. So very, very well done to them. Let's get into this game, though, guys. We got another one coming up between coL and Pencils. Game 2. Blind Bands, we have Wild Soul and Tundra by the Legion team, not wanting to deal with that Tundra once more. Moonmander, of course, whenever they let his favorite heroes escape, you can see him on them all the time. And then, you of course have the Wild Soul, the Suicide Extraordinaire, not going to be making it in this time. And, well, that's that. We also have Keeper of the Forest and Fade being banned out by Complexity, being that they're on Hellboard's side. Keeper of the Forest, almost an auto ban. Parasite will squeak through, though, and we'll see if he does make it into the lock pool. As we go in, we have a Luna actually being the first lock by Pablo McDad. Tempest and Ophelia going to be followed up by Complexity. Magnus, Defiler, and Plague Rider round out the lock. So pretty standard with the exception of Defiler. Now, Complexity has played this hero in the past. They have gone for the Defiler, but I haven't seen it in about a month and a half. Both Haxer and Beakid do enjoy playing her. She has awesome push potential, and of course, the Grave Silence is so powerful. The 6-second large AoE silence, but well, very, very interesting. So let's get into the bans here. Bubbles, Parasite, Draconis, Pebbles, Meraxis, and Engineer. So Beakid says he didn't lock Parasite, so I'm going to ban him right here, right now. Gets rid of that one. Draconis being banned out as well as Bubbles, so getting rid of some of the stronger carries. And then Bubbles, once again, just trying to address the Moon. You used to have to say that about Chu. Is Moon the new Chu? No, they play very different roles, but certainly very, very skilled players for star teams. Parasite, Pebbles, and Engineer on the other side. Some very ganking-oriented heroes being banned out by Beakid. The Pebbles doesn't want that happening once again. But let's take a look at these picks. First pick, the bird. The bird is the word. Zephyr is the first pick here for Pablo McDad and the Pencils team. Wants to go with that strategy that coL has been seeming kind of vulnerable to in the past, say, 2-3 months. They seem to get birded quite often when they're in a do-or-die situation. And see if Pencils has the gusto to actually bring and pull that one off. Moon Queen, Wretched Hag on the other side. So going once again with their hard carry plus Wretched Hag for the second and third picks here. And interesting for the Complexity team. Moon Queen, of course, I don't even know what to say about this hero. She's probably the most popular carry in the metagame right now, and with good reason. Has a good laning phase with the Moonbeams, with her high base attack damage, good movement speed, and of course, she just snowballs like nobody else, and her late game potential, in my opinion, is unrivaled between other carries. The multi-strike ability and just the multi-strike ability, pretty much, and the aura allows her to dish out so much damage and be so effective in team fights and pushes. So I really do like the hero. Back to the Pencils team. Nymphora and Polywog Priest are their second and third, well, fourth and fifth picks. More accurately, going with a little bit of a push lineup between Polywog Priest and Zephyr. Makes sense that they pick up with their first lock. Ophelia, yet another pusher. We'll see if they might actually round it out with Defiler. Wouldn't that be something? That would be very, very interesting. No, they go with Magnus to round out their team. So mixing a good amount of gank with a good amount of push right there. Complexity, on the other hand, rounds out their normal picking phase with Glacius before they pick up Tempest and Plague Rider from the lock picking phase. And interesting. So a 4-1 Agi team here for Complexity, opting not to go with their normal strategy of running a strength hero, as Chessie is actually playing. What is Chessie playing? What? Chessie's playing Hag. What? Guys, we're in for a treat. We've seen Chessie play carries before. We've seen him play the bird specifically. Whenever Zephyr's in the game, you have to say to yourself, well, is Chessie going to play it or is Haxor going to play it? Because as we've pointed out multiple times in the past, Chessie has an account that's like 1850 plus with like 0 losses and 100% bird or something like that. But he's a very, very strong bird player. But this time we're going to be seeing the jungle all-star for Complexity play Wretched Hag. So very, very interesting. We'll see how he does on that hero. Moonmander going to be taken to the jungle with Tempest. Of course, short lane solo going to be going on here by Haxor. And actually, it's going to be a dual lane in the short. So pseudo tri-lane top with Franzi on the Glacius protecting Moon Queen. I like this. You really do need to have protection for your Moon Queen because they will most likely be going up against Zephyr, Nymphora. Probably send Polywog Priest into the middle lane. And then, of course, they're going to be short lane soloing Magnus against the Suicide Plague Rider. And that is a matchup in which I feel that Magnus should get absolutely destroyed in. B-Kid actually should have a very good time down there. The combination of the deny from Tempest at level 1, which is actually going to go out here in the middle lane, not in the bottom lane. So that's a decent decision. You don't necessarily need to double deny in that bottom lane. Instead, getting yourself good lane control in 2 lanes with the deny from Plague Rider and Tempest might be a little bit better of an idea. As Franzi is kind of walking right next to this water site here, just almost baiting the opposing team in. Pseudo Tri-Lane going to be coming out from Pencils as well. Ophelia going to be tango with Tempest in the jungle. I would expect that Ophelia will actually force Tempest into the opposing jungle as Glacius is getting caught out here. There's the Zeal stuns. Body blocks come in from Ophelia. Auto attack are there as well. Will they be able to chase down Glacius? It doesn't look like it. They're going to be able to put in a lot of auto attack damage. As 6 Tempest Elementals are all of a sudden here. Well, there's the auto attacks, and Glacius will go down as I get the hiccups. Guys, I'm so sorry about that. But, alright. Time to force these hiccups away as Ophelia is now out of position. Level 1 hot. Oh my god, this is the worst hiccups we've ever had while casting. Ophelia actually gets taken down right there. Okay, give me a second. Okay, hiccups be gone! Okay, well, we'll see if I was just hip. Oh god, I'm not able to will them away right now. I haven't had a drink of water yet this morning. I got up really late because I was up late last night. As Moon Queen perhaps in some trouble up here in the top lane, the Zeal stun will not connect. If that had, well, Moon Queen would most certainly have been able to, well, not been able to, would have taken the fall there. So far in this game, the 1-for-1 trade does certainly favor the Pencils team with their early Bloodlust kill. Got the counter kill onto Ophelia. Certainly helps out Wretched Hag as well. It's Tempest here in the jungle. Oh, guys, I'm actually going to just go get a drink of water real quick. Otherwise, I don't know. I'm going to be able to get rid of these hiccups. I'll be right back. Okay, I am so sorry about that, guys. Normally I have some water all ready, but hopefully you were able to see the kill that just went out right there onto Tempest. Moon Queen perhaps getting caught out of position. Nice juke on the Zeal stun, and Nymphora will actually go down. So well played there to Haxor, and And Zephyr trying to get in there. Nice gust. Actually brings down his opponent as well. Glazy is up here in the top lane, taking some pressure as Hagman's up on Polywog Priest in the middle. One more auto attack, and down he goes. And the hiccups are still plaguing me. I am going to force these out. I'm letting you know right now, guys. They're done. They're gone. Oh, God. In the bottom lane, Plague Rider actually taking a lot of pressure here from Magnus, but just activates that health potion. We'll be able to get back up. This is my fault for not having water earlier today, as another kill goes on up top. This is the most action-packed game I've seen in a long time, guys. 3 minutes in, already 7 kills, as Zephyr's just getting all kinds of deep in this top lane. Goes for another kill onto Francie with success. See, now this is what Magnuses tend to do in this situation. They start leveling Volcanic Touch, and that will be able to push the lane significantly. But it also does a little bit of damage to Plague Rider. Plague Rider's perhaps a little bit too close. Or Priest in the middle lane did go down, and currently at 175 gold per minute, as opposed to the 314 of Chessie. So very, very well done here by the Complexity team thus far in terms of the middle lane. Top lane, however, they've given up quite a few kills. Relo 2-0 and 1, 354 gold per minute, and Haxerin struggling at 180 on the Moon Queen. Bottom lane, let's take a look at that perhaps just a little bit. Has actually a big deep dive tower, not going to be helping out though. B-Kid will be able to get out of there. Haxerin takes a gust though and will fall to the Minotaur stun combination with the Zeal stun. Haxerin, with his second death of the game, drops to 155 gold per minute, and Pencils once again starting to take a nice early lead with the Bird. Though they've got some serious mid and late game potential, though they might have been lacking perhaps just a little bit in the last game. Plague Rider in the bottom lane, he is up against the Magnus. Let's take a look at his CS. 18 and 13 for B-Kit. Magnus at 17 and 3, so definitely getting outlaned here. Top tower goes down. I was watching them just kind of standing at that tower, and I'm like, they've been up there for a while, and it does in fact go down. So a 5-minute tower kill here for the Pencils team. And how about that? Able to extend their early gold lead to 2,500. Getting into dangerous territories, to be real honest with you, as level 1 Glacius at 6 minutes into the game is certainly not what you want. Polywog Priest actually going to be taking some more pressure. There's the Bat Blast. Will the Sonar Scream follow up? There it is, and Chessie's able to get his 3-kill streak. In the bottom lane, Sweet teams up with Bassett's and is able to bring down B-Kid. So trading 1-for-1 once more. Of course, the level 6 for level 6 trade right there. B-Kid, though, he needed to die in that bottom lane, that is certain. And with that kill, Nymphora, it's a level 5. Middle lane, Wretched Hag perhaps trying to make something happen. No, but double damage Bird with the Helm of the Black Legion is a pretty fearsome prospect as a level 5 Tempest comes in. Perhaps to try to assist Wretched Hag, who's going to have to use that blink in a second here. Well, there's a Thunder Blast coming out from Ophelia. As guys, I'm trying really hard here. I've got to do some research. I've never had the hiccups this bad before on stream. Normally I can just will them away. I gotta do some research on some techniques. I'll ask Breaky after this game. Like, Breaky, what do you do when you get the hiccups? As all 3 towers at 7 minutes in, a 5,500 gold lead for the Pencils team here. And 7 minutes in, they're looking very, very strong. This is what Bird games are made out of, though. And very, very interesting. So they're going to actually continue the push, not stopping just yet. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And they will try to push down this bottom lane. Nymphora going to be going up for a deep ward right here. And they do successfully take it. Voodoo Ward drop. And they're going to be going in for a kill onto Plague Rider. There's the Lava Surge. The Zeal Stun is there as well. And, well, there's a Plague Rider ultimate out, but it's not really bouncing a whole lot. Plague Rider does take the fall, and so will this tower. Zephyr do a little bit of creep cutting here. And will be able to successfully defend the tower. Last hit goes to Pablo McNabb on Polywog Priest, and a 7,000 gold lead with 4 towers down, now favoring the Pencils team, taking yet another early lead. I'm so embarrassed right now, guys. Like, I don't even know what to say. I've been casting for over a year. This is the most embarrassing thing. It's not the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me on stream, but it's pretty embarrassing right here, right now, that's for sure. I'm not even going to tell you guys about the most embarrassing thing that ever happened on stream. You guys can go research that on your own. But, well, what does Complexity do at this point? Their Wretched Hag is actually still doing very well. 288 gold per minute. Haxrin being left alone in the short lane is starting to farm well at 260. Moon Queen's recover potential is so high, and that role player combination between Haxrin and the hard carry, he is just so adept at recovering in all of these situations. Okay. I'm gonna try something else real quick, guys. Let's do it. I gotta hold my breath. Ready? We're gonna try to do this for like 25 seconds. Here we go. Okay, I did it for about 3. Didn't work. Alright, take 2. I can't do it. There's a Lava Surge goes out right there. Moon Queen activates the ultimate. It's going to be able to find Nymphora, and Nymphora will go down. Magnus trying to get out of there, perhaps. Where's the Lava Surge? No Gust either. And wow, Moon Queen able to make the escape. So a great job, not only not dying, but managing to pick up a kill on Nymphora. Take 3 on holding my breath to try to get rid of the hiccups. Okay, so, we'll see if that worked. No, it didn't. God dang it. Killing me, guys. It's killing me. It's actually going to kill me. So we'll see. But a nice kill there from Wretched Hag. With that haste, able to spawn out Ophelia, and Complexity starting to get back into this, perhaps only down 6,000 gold. But they've managed to take a 1,700 experience lead. Guys, my mom just walked in, and she's bringing me a spoonful of sugar. What am I supposed to do with this?
Take it.
I'm just supposed to...
It's like a white tail.
Oh, terrible.
Understood, kid.
Okay, I just ate a whole spoonful of sugar, so thanks for the diabetes. But hopefully it'll cure my hiccups. Up here in the top lane, there was a little bit of a team fight, and Moon Queen not quite able to save his teammate as Tempest did go down. Shout out to my mom. Love being at home. I, of course, will be heading back up to my own apartment next week. So next time that I'm casting for HoN Tour, I will be at home. But for now, I still have my mom here to take care of me. She doesn't cook me meals, but she does bring me sugar in the middle of the cast because she can hear in the other room that I'm struggling with hiccups. So, love her. And the last outer tower here, no, not kidding. Middle lane, the last tower will be going down. Not the last tower, dang! Second to last tower goes down in favor of the Pencils team. And, I'm not hiccuping at all. Wow, that actually worked. I thought that was just a worldwide stand. It's impressive. Well, Zephyr finishes up his headdress as well as Ghost Marchers here at 12 minutes into the game. Moon Queen actually not taking too much pressure. I thought she was. Pablo McDad gonna have to get out of middle lane as well. Perhaps trying to put some pressure out onto that tower, but not able to successfully take it down just yet. So we'll see here. In Pencils, I mean, their game plan is going to be to take down all 6 of these towers very, very quickly. And they're going to be able to accomplish that at 14 minutes in here. What is their goal from there? Are they going to be looking to do another push as Glacius walks right by a ward of sight? And Gust comes in. There's the Ice Imprisonment. And Glacius will be able to get away from now. Typhoon is dropped, though. And Glacius will go down. The tower also taking some serious pressure here. Will go down in favor of the Pencils team with double damage. Polywog Priest leading the charge. 10,000 gold advantage and a 1,700 experience advantage for Complexity now. That's what they're clinging on to, but their middle defensive tower is about to start taking some pressure. The ward drop comes in with the fortification, immediately going to try to defend this, and how are they going to approach this situation? The Voodoo Wards are taking a lot of pressure here. Magma's starting to channel up, though. Gets a big Elemental Void, or excuse me, Eruption off with the Lava Surge. Backblast hitting 2 players, but the Ophelia's Gift heals that up. There's the Plague Rider ultimate bouncing around. They need to spread. They didn't spread. Pablo McDad, what are you doing? You just got Zepro killed. And Zepro goes down as well as Pablo. And with that, that is the end of the Pencils push. So the tower takes about half of its life in damage there, but a really poor spread against that Plague Rider ultimate costs them a lot in that engagement. It was a beautiful Lava Surge plus Eruption. Absolutely gorgeous, in fact, as they did get the kill onto Moon Queen, but they weren't able to capitalize on that. They weren't able to bring the tower down, as my hiccups are straight up gone. So big shout out to Old Wives' Tales and my mom for actually bringing me a spoonful of sugar. Who knew, guys? Who knew? So that's going to have to be something I have on my casting desk every time that I cast now. But, well, we'll see. We'll see. As Ophelia up here trying to get a little bit of pressure done. But this is the problem with the Pencils lineup. They have very, very strong early push. They've got the items that they need on a lot of their players. They are behind in experience by still about 1,000. So barely anything, really. But they don't have super, super great late game potential. Especially if Zephyr chooses to build a Barrier Idol, which after this Shaman's Headdress I would expect. And with a pushing team, you need to have a Barrier Idol, and there's simply nobody else that's going to build it. The Ophelia could, but she's already gone for the Astrolabe, and I would expect her next to perhaps go for something like an Abyssal Skull, so we'll see. But they need the Barrier Idol, and if Zephyr goes for one, he's not going to be a fearsome threat going into the late game. Opting to go for something other than perhaps the Frostburn route, or maybe even an early Mock of Brilliance, will greatly diminish his fearsome potential. Zephyr gonna maybe try to get up here. They find Moon Queen. There's the Zeal Stun. Lava Surge connects as well. There's the auto attacks, and down goes Moon Queen. Reload on an onslaught. 6-0 and 4. Wretched Hag and Tempest having to get out of dodge. Hag gonna make a dash for the enemy jungle and then try to TP out, whereas Tempest just stands his ground, and he's just going to get out of there easy peasy. There it is. Zephyr picks up a Sword of the High, so he will in fact be going for the SoPub favored Mock of Brilliance route on the bird. Will put out a ton of damage in this early game, but this is a committal to reaffirming their advantage in the early game. Voodoo Ward's dropped with no Moon Queen for another 7 seconds. This tower does go down. A nice gust right there. Be able to catch one. Tempest still no portal key, and a wise decision from Pencils to back up for now. They don't need to pressure this. They don't need to actually commit to this right now. Instead, they can fall back, take a couple of camps in their enemy's jungle, take their enemy's Ancients, and then come back when Voodoo Wards are up again in another, what, 80 seconds? 90 seconds here. That's going to be very, very wise for them to do. Drop the Voodoo Wards on top of that melee Rax. The thing they have to worry about is if Tempest will be getting that portal key relatively soon. If Tempest is able to pick up that portal key, they could be in a lot of trouble. They need to wait until Mock of Brilliance is ready. And they need to stick Zephyr way out in front of his team, as Ophelia does actually finish up a Shaman's Headdress there. So we'll be going for a Barrier Idol in just a moment. Infora doing a little bit of stacking here. It's the fallback plan. If they can't take down the racks, then they will just go back to farming their jungle with that nice advantage that they currently have. Nearly 14,000 gold and just a little bit of experience advantage as well. The number 15 team here, I think I misspoke a little bit earlier. This Pencils team is actually ranked number 15 currently in HoN Tour rankings. They're putting up a damn good fight against the number 2 ranked Complexity. We'll see if they're able to capitalize on this lead once again, if they might throw it away like they did last time. Or if Complexity is going to be able to stand tall and really take it to their opponents. Wretched Hag going for that shrunken head first. If she's able to finish that up, it's going to be extremely nice to have in those team fights. And just by sheer levels, she might be able to really take out a bunch of the players, maybe everybody but Zephyr. Zephyr, 553 gold per minute. He's going to be hitting close to 600 after he takes out this triple stack. He's got enough for his Mop of Brilliance right now. In fact, just purchased it. It's going to be a very hard hold for the Pencils team here momentarily. 583 gold per minute on Zephyr. His Mop of Brilliance is flying out to him. They want to wait for the Barrier Idol, perhaps, or they might just go right now. I wouldn't be surprised if they just went right now and dropped another set of wards, tried to get the Rex to say half-life, went back another 100 seconds after that. As Nymph is starting to TP, where is she going? She's going to be coming up here. Does get spotted out immediately. And while Moonmeander is going to try to get out of there, does not have a Homecoming Stone available to him. So will not be able to get out of there via that. We'll see if perhaps Magnus finds somebody that he wants to go on. Real Zep Pro down here, not going to be going for any initiation just yet. Bassett's heads home, buys an eye. Actually, that's Ophelia's eye. Bought the eye and somehow got it to Bassett's. I have no clue how he actually got that eye to Bassett's without being at home himself. Because you can't put it on the bird, and you can't just drop it onto the ground. So I actually have no clue how that eye just got there. Maybe Ophelia was in town. I don't think so, but interesting. Polywog Priest with the portal key of his own. They're going to be going for top lane, actually. Doing a little bit of counter warding before they head over to the middle lane once again. Zephyr just stacking up his Cyclones, though. With that Monk of Brilliance, he needs to get way out in front. Tempest actually goes for a Mighty Blade right here, and I like that decision. Instead of going for the portal key, he's going to be trying to shoot for the later game and just skip the portal key where he's not going to necessarily be able to get those perfect initiations, and instead just go for the Shrunken Head a little bit earlier. Halo way out in front, doing a lot of damage to the creeps, and here comes the push. The wards are being dropped. Where's the follow-up here from the Complexity team? Oh, there's the Typhoon going out onto Glacius. A big gust. Moon Queen taking a lot of pressure as well. Zephyr out in the front lines. There's the Eruption. Moon Queen's going to be going down. A nice Lava Surge onto Tempest as well. The Plague Rider ultimate bouncing around as a lot of players are taking some damage right here. Zephyr very low. A nice gust. The Rax goes down. And the heal up from Nymphora. Perfect play there from the Pencils squad. Able to get 2 kills. Able to get the Rax and get out of there with their lives. Perfect play. That's exactly what they needed to do, and they are maybe looking a little bit better than last game. I'm starting to think Pencils might be able to capitalize on this huge early lead and take it into a game 3. I don't know what you guys think, but I think a game 3 would be very nice to have. 2-0s are great, shows you who the dominant team is, but I just want to cast some more games, guys. More games are always better. So we'll see. Even though Complexity is my team, I love them. I want them to win. I also want to see lots of good games coming out. So I'm torn. I'm a torn spirit. But we'll see. Complexity, they do finish up the Shrunken Head onto Wretched Hag on the tail end of that fight. And of course, Moon Queen working on hers, but she's still so far away. The Whispering Helm that she's picked up has been able to stack a few of these triple stacked Ancients, but immediately Nymphora it makes her way over there. As in the bottom lane, Wretched Hag's going to be going on to Polywog Priest. Will he be able to finish him off? Wretched Hag dives in deep right here. They're going to turn it around onto Wretched Hag, perhaps. And no, Hag is able to get out of there for now. Where's the Gust? Where's the Gust? Where's the Gust? Not able to get the Gust off just yet. And nice job there from Chessie. Savage 6 streak, 6-0-1. If the Shrunken Head had not been used, he most certainly would have gotten turned around on. But Chessie, he did the math. He brought down his opponent. And Polywog Priest, level 12 Polywog Priest, that's not an insignificant kill. With money from that, Chessie is going to be able to start working toward a Hellflower, most likely. Of course, there are other possibilities, but that's what you would typically see from Wretched Hag in this position. Zephyr with 1,600 gold saved up and a Mighty Blade. He's going to be working toward his own Shrunken Head. It would be very, very nice to have. Of course, Shrunken Head. Zephyr, is he just getting stun locked down? He just lost 20% of his life to Kongor, who just straight up stun locked him. Shrunken Head, Zephyr with a Mock of Brilliance, going deep into enemy lines. He sets up a pretty good screen for his team to actually take down the barracks behind him. And as Trollof is connecting right here, it leads me to believe that the coLcast surge is in fact over. A nice Lava Surge with the Electric Jolt coming in. And, well, Pencils is going to be going in for round 2, it looks like. We'll see if they're able to take down the tower and the racks in one go, or if they are perhaps just going to be looking for the tower. No, in fact, they ward drop Kongor. Magnus is going to be tanking it right now for Zephyr. The ward's doing work on the Kongor as well. And Bird's going to start to come out. Kongor will be going down momentarily. Chessie going to be spotted out here by Nymphora. If they can get a Lava Surge Zeal Stun combo onto Chessie right here, they might actually be able to get the kill. And where is Zetpro? Where is Zetpro? He's not there. In fact, did go over to the his own team's observatory. And with that, able to pick up some mana potions of his own. Able to get his mana back and start setting up for another big push here. Going to choose to go with the top lane. Oh, a nice Lava Surge with the Zeal Stun there, and Volcanic Touch cleans up a lot of creeps. The Tempest Elementals are pretty valuable. Of course, about 150 gold, I believe, if you get the kill on all 6 of those after they've replicated. Chessie going into the opposing team's jungle right next to Ophelia. It's one of those things where it's like they're right there, but you just don't even know it. Complexity down 16,000 gold and 3,000 experience at this point in the game. It's going to be a rough comeback for them if they do manage to start one. Of course, with 4 int heroes, they don't have any strong initiating strength hero like they might normally have. A Meraxis, a Pebbles, a Magmus, even a Hammerstorm sometimes. So it's going to be up to these 4 int heroes plus the Moon Queen to make the comeback. But Moon Queen, 277 gold per minute, not where you typically see that hero at 26 minutes into the game. Magnus just right-clicked a Shrunken Head, so that tells you about the... that's the tax bracket that Pencils are in right now. They just right-click Shrunken Heads on their number 3 heroes. Storm Spirit has been finished up. No, has not been finished up here on Bassett's. I think he's about 400 gold off. He's either 400 or 700 off, depending on whether he has the Scarab at home. Of course, going to be an extremely useful item to have, as Zephyr has finished up his Shrunken Head as well. Another 1,500 gold saved up. We'll see if he goes for something like a Frostburn next, or perhaps maybe a Demonic Breastplate, or maybe even a Behemoth's Heart. Ophelia, I wanted to call him Chessie because Ophelia and Chessie are synonymous in my brain. She does pick up the Barrier Idol here, and is going to be able to provide her team with a lot of that durability in the middle of the next team fight. But as the creeps start to come in, this would be a prime time to drop wards. Polywog Priest, though, he's very far in the back, not wanting to drop wards just yet. I guess they're going to be waiting for the next creep wave to come in. Waiting for ballistas. I don't know what they're waiting for, in all honesty. But Volatile Pond level 3 going to be starting to heal up Zephyr quite well. Minotaur is being used to apply some additional damage as a Shrunken Head is finished up on Moon Queen. Still no portal keys for the initiations though. There's the Barrier, there's the ward drop. Zealstun gonna connect as Glacius gets hit by the gust. Glacius in some trouble. Glacial Freeze right before he goes down. The Rack's now exposed with the tower going to be falling. So, well, the melee Rack's taking a lot of pressure here. Hag wants to come in. He wants to make something happen. There's a Moonbeam onto Zephyr. The melee Rax is a nice deny, but the melee Rax is still down, and the vote to concede actually goes up here from the Hellborn team. Complexity, obviously frustrated with this huge deficit, with this, one could call it a cheesy strat coming out of the Pencils team, but that's the thing is, Complexity's been very vulnerable to cheese in the past few months, but as the vote to concede actually doesn't pass, definitely some frustration, some discontent going on the Complexity roster right now. As I said, number 2 versus number 15 in this game in terms of HoN Tour rankings. Complexity the vast favorite to take this series, and being that they had a hard time in game number 1, they were very far down, and they're very, very, very far down in game number 2 with almost no redeeming signs. I could see exactly why they're actually very frustrated right now. Pencil is going to be coming in for the killing blow up here in the top lane. 23 seconds left on the cooldown for the Voodoo Wards. Storm Spirit finished up here on Nymphora, so going to be able to spam that Zeal Stun in the Volatile Pod to his heart's content. Polywog Priest starting to work on his own Shrunken Head, about 1,300 gold off at this point. We'll see if it's even going to matter. Tempest is vendoring items. He just vendored... I think he just vendored his mana ring to actually get a Shrunken Head right here. So they're going all in on a Tempest ultimate. There's the Barrier. Hag's going to be going in there. Applies the haunt. Tempest is going to run through. Shrunken Head activated. Where is the Tempest Elemental Void? There it is. Catches 2 players. And down they're going to be going. Magma's taking a lot of damage in the background. He's able to put out a lot, though, as Hag is going to be falling. Moon Queen falls shortly after. Zephyr still with the Token of Life, able to just put out so much damage. Glacial Downpour catching Ophelia as well as Magmas. And Glacius is going to be taking a lot of pressure right here. Magmas just running her down. Hag buys back. Moon Queen buys back. Are they going to be able to do anything against this Zephyr, though? Gust and Wretched Hag taking so much damage. Hag able to get the Sonar Scream, and they do get the kill onto Zepro. It's now just Zephyr versus the world. Zephyr versus 3 Complexity players, and he does have that Token of Life for another minute. Will he be able to get the kills that he needs? Is a nice push right there from Plague Rider. He will be able to escape. Moon Queen taking a lot of pressure now as well, but they are able to repel Zephyr, so a great hold right there from Complexity. Now, the problem, Tempest had to sell some items to get that Shrunken Head. They had to use 2 buybacks there, and Zephyr never even died. The Token of Life is still available for another 40 seconds, and as a result, you see right there, buyback on Sweet Crow, he just walks right back in. Zephyr's perfectly happy with going down right there. The Token of Life goes down. Here comes the Shrunken Heads for round 2. Haunt being applied. Nice tablet of command right there. Polywog Priest caught completely out of position. He goes down. Nymphora in some serious trouble. Uses the Storm Spirit. A nice Lava Surge onto Moon Queen. Moon Queen might be in a little bit of trouble. She is going to be going down very soon here. Nice Gust. She goes down. Bloodbath streak for Reload. Plague Rider and Tempest in the back over here. Magnus going to be looking for a Lava Surge. There it is onto Wretched Hag. Not going to have the follow-up though, and Wretched Hag will be able to blink away for now. The Contagion Nuke. There's the Typhoon. Not able to bring down Chessie though. 6-1 and 6. Wretched Hag able to escape. Gold lead and experience lead still remaining somewhat constant. Experience closing just a little bit here, but Complexity with 1 full set of racks down and the melee racks down in the bottom lane, and the top ranks exposed. I guess they're going to be going for what? They're going to be trying to stick in this game, trying to fight it out, trying to find the ultimate MSI comeback here. But when your Zephyr just right-clicks a sheep stick, that's kind of an issue. And right-click a sheep stick, he did. Of course, this will give him a healthy mana pool, great mana regen, a little bit extra life and agility, but most importantly, that activatable sheep use going to be able to polymorph his opponents and to run them down 2.5 seconds. Is it 2.5 or 3? It's 3. They did rebuff it to 3. 3 seconds is all that he really needs against a lot of these players to actually make them have a very, very bad day. And it looks like this is going to be it right here. Pencil's going to be going in one more time. Soul's Bulwark being brought out by Wretched Hag. Moon Queen with her Shrunken Head available. Wretched Hag has his Shrunken Head available. It's a 7-second Shrunken Head. Shrunken Head still available. 15 seconds till Tempest Elemental Void here from Moon Meander. Plague Rider, level 3 ultimate available for this team fight. And so coL, they might have what they need to actually defend this push. They're going to be coming in right here. No ballistas for this push, so I don't think they're going to be ward dropping on this one. They're going to wait for this wave right here before they actually go in. Wave cleaned up nice and handily by Complexity, but with 2 other lanes starting to push in here, Glacius is having to dedicate all of his time to actually being in the bottom lane. And if Zephyr's able to catch one person out with the sheep stick, bring him in with a gust, and have the follow-up come in from the Eruption Lava Surge from Sweet Pro, well, it could be all over right there. Plated Greaves activated as the melee racks are going to start to take some damage. Still not activating that Barrier Idol. Hag comes in, activates the Shrunken Head. Holds onto the Bat Blast. The Moon Queen finale activated. Bat Blast goes out on one player, but a nice Storm Spirit. Tempest Elemental Void catching the Zephyr. The Magmas not hitting too many people with the Eruption. Nice. Plague Rider going to be hitting right there. And, well, the Legion team able to bring down everybody, though. The big players are dead, and the racks are going to be following. Magmas able to hit the Lava Surge. The Eruption not doing a whole lot right there, but the third set of melee racks will fall in Complexity. They're going to have to give it up here in just a moment, as they are going to be hit by Mega Creeps. Reload, 12, 0, and 9, 630 gold per minute. Looking unstoppable in this game. There goes the ranged racks in all the lanes, and that is Mega Creeps. Looks like Complexity, they are trying to compose themselves. They are trying to get a hand on this game and make sure that they are not going to be taking a trip into the loser's bracket starting in round 1 here. That, of course, would be extremely unfortunate for them. Nice sheep right there on the Plague Rider. He goes down with the Lava Surge. By the way, Shield Breaker picked up on Plague Rider. They're trying to find anything they could to bring down the Zephyr. Barrier Idol activated one more time as the Sacrificial Shrine is being targeted down, and a lot of targeting it is. GG well played coming out from Pablo McDad, but the Complexity team, only Moon Meander responding in kind. That's it, guys. Pencils brings home game number 2 with an incredible pushing strat centered around the Zephyr, and we're going to be going to game 3. So guys, I hope that game got you nice and pumped. I know it got me nice and pumped. Game 3 going to be coming up in just one moment. Will Complexity be able to bring it back? Will they swing the momentum back in their favor? Or is Pencils going to have a huge round 1 upset here with their new roster in HoN Tour Cycle 3? I don't know just yet, guys, but I am excited to find out. Let's get the scoreboard updated as Pencils takes game number 2. Guys, we're going to have game 3 coming up here right away. I'm going to go to a quick break while we get that one set up, and then we'll be right back here with coLcast HoN Tour Cycle 3 with me, your casting host, Beef. One more big shout out to Complexity Gaming for allowing coLcast to happen. Check them out at complexitygaming.com, where HoN Tour is on the front page, and of course over at facebook.com/complexitygaming and Twitter at ComplexityLive. I'm going to go tweet about this at BeefPopPie1 if you're not following me. We'll be back in a minute, guys. Don't go anywhere. coLcast.